Hey guys, it's Ivan here, and today I'm going to be making a video on my recently restored RACO mechanical bell and some of the things I did, what I did to clean it up and stuff. Overall, it looks pretty good. Unlike my Modern Industries bell, I applied several paints of coat, which, I mean, it kind of dampened the gong a little bit. Doesn't reverb as much. I mean, it still does a lot, yeah, but I had like maybe 2-3 layers on each part, except for the internals. The internals were just like one layer because they're gonna be like untouched. These bolts were like one layer too. You can see some of the paint's like kind of falling off. So, yeah, I mean, that's what happens. I had to tighten these with a wrench and the paint came scraping off. But that's normal. And yeah, so I painted it all around, painted the bolts. I disassembled it completely. I cleaned the inside. Inside was really bad, in fact. And it's way better now. I preserved the original manual papers. They are upstairs in my room, but I went ahead and photo scanned them and printed these out. But they're not really size accurate, but they're pretty good actually. And I used double-sided tape to stick these on. Now here are the internals. I painted this part over here. These parts were originally painted, but I had to soak them in rust remover and get the paint off because I don't have a paint remover. But as you can see, there is some corrosion because these are copper and these oxidize. So these will be turning green, I assume, maybe like in a month or so if they're exposed to moisture. Fortunately, the rust remover removed the whole corrosion protection thing, so this might rust really easily. But no big deal. I can just like clean it up. I might need to clean it up or do some kind of maintenance. Oh, one of the unfortunate mishaps was I sprayed rust remover all over the inside here. Did it really well, but the logo, it got chipped unfortunately, and now it's a dark blue instead of a green. You can see that. I scraped it with my thumb when I was trying to check if the paint was still good, but nope, it just went ahead and flaked off. There's still some rust here. I mean, that's no big deal, honestly. But the inside was not painted. This was all dirty. And I'm glad I cleaned this. I mean, I should have left the internals as is, because all I did was just paint this, that, and clean the felt washers and stuff. Oh, in fact, these are not oiled. I might as well oil them because that's gonna wear out the components faster. Forgot about that. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Also on the inside, yeah, this is obviously not visible, but what I did was there was a bunch of buildup and dirt in there, so I ended up like spending a couple days cleaning that off and scraping it off and stuff. And there are some spray paint marks here. I might, in fact, just, you know, close the door and just do another spray paint all over it just to clean out some areas, but I don't really think that's necessary. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this restoration, and it's really nice. Unfortunately, these bolts are still stiff as heck and they will not turn. I did remove them, but they need some extreme force. And I have a bunch of leftover parts actually from the RACO bell. I couldn't figure out where these went. A bunch of washers and bolts and stuff. But these will be spare parts in case I do figure it out where these go. But right now it's not really necessary. But anyways, here's the battery, and we will be testing this bell right now on various speeds. Right now it's at the slowest speed, and we will be testing it with a 12-volt battery. Let's go ahead and power it on in 3, 2, 1. So you can clearly see the gong does reverb. It's a bit dampened though, not as much. So now we're gonna go ahead and increase it by a little bit. I have to do this for a short amount of time because my garage is open, as you can see, and my neighbors will not be too happy with me. So let's go ahead and do this in 3, 2, 1. Now that was crazy loud. There's also one more I can do. I think I call it like the school bell because it rings like super fast. My battery, I think, fell off. I apologize. Does it even work? Hang on. It's not close enough. No, that's too much. You gotta get it just perfect. I don't know if that was faster than the modern industries. Probably was, because these mechanisms are designed to ring extremely fast, but that can also wear them out. So I likely won't be setting, I'll set it to like the slowest ring rate, or maybe even a medium one, because slowest equals quietest, fastest equals loudest. Maybe medium, actually. My Western Coleman haze bell is actually set to the maximum volume, but what I did was I just stuffed a paper towel on the speaker, so now it sounds scratchy without having to be loud, which is kind of nice. Tighten this bolt here. Let's see how this sounds. This should be a little bit faster. That sounds about good, I guess. Here's let me tighten this up. The back of the bell. Hey, good thing is the door doesn't fall open anymore. Well, here's you can actually see the Griswold logo right here. Griswold Signal Company. Bro, I literally forgot the manufacturer. Hang on, we gotta open up the bell again. We gotta open up the bell. Okay, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay, got it. Got it. So that's the original place this thing was manufactured. I don't know the model number. Probably 2B or something like that. Probably 2B, in fact. I do know they made some crossing bells in like 110 volts AC for some reason. Maybe even 220 volts AC as well. But those were probably for like factories or alarms or something. But yeah, quite weird. These were mostly used as railroad bells though. I do know they didn't make a 110 volt variant though, from a manual I saw sent by a friend. But yeah, overall this is just a short little video on my, well, not really that short, 7 minutes. But anyways, yeah, see you later with more railroad content, I guess. Yeah, goodbye.